Check 1 2. Alright, this is a video on SierraChart, more review per se, from my experience the past 2.5 years using it. A lot of people have been asking me about what platform I use to chart, and I just figured this video would answer that question a lot easier. So yeah, we're just going to go over the different kinds of charts SierraChart has, what I think pros about it are, what cons about it I think, and what advice I would give to someone who is interested on making the switch to it. Alright, and first, to get started, this is my ES Chartbook. Just have different time frames. Oh yeah, if anyone, this can be probably a long video, so if there's only certain things you're looking for, just check the timestamps, and you'll be able to navigate for what parts you like. But for anyone that does like what they see, there is a link below for a free trial for 7 days. And if you do end up using the link and signing up, feel free to shoot me a message on Discord. There are a lot of charts and stuff I'm gonna show you. You know, when you start SierraChart, you have to start from scratch. This is one of the cons about it. It looks very basic. You have to design everything yourself essentially. Like, here's the global graphic settings, so this controls the color for every single thing in the software. So you really can personalize it and make it look how you want. And I would so you really are the one who make it how you want. Charts don't come together. You make the charts. You know, every one of my indicators are 20. Each chart has 20 plus indicators, and these are all just levels, different things. I have one just show my P&L. I have one called Trader Screenshot, where it takes pictures of my entries. These are all the studies they have, or tools I like to call them more. And these aren't even the extra ones, the custom ones, you know. And a lot of people will charge $50 for charts like this, like just this book map chart. People will charge $50 just for that, and I think it's insane. So I have my collection of 3 years of the only way you get this stuff is either from other people's chart books or paying for them. And over the years, I've just collected different indicators and style charts and learned to use them. So yeah, if you do use my link, let me know on Discord, and not only could I help walk you through the signing up process if you have any troubles with that or questions, but I'll also send you my chart book. So, because it's really nice to have someone else's chart book to start with, and then you can take certain things from it rather than starting with their blank template. It's way easier to start with someone else's template, take what you like, and then make it your own. So I just put it on replay right now at 5x, and currently blasting off on the market profile through the composite. This is a 3-year volume by price, layered with the daily. This is the book map. Since it's on replay, the heat maps, it usually would go to the end. I don't know why it doesn't. It would look a little better if it was not on replay. But SierraChart has amazing chart replay. Let me find the window for it. You can choose the date, the speed. It's smooth and can be. You can choose the replay style. It's very good chart replay. Very good. So, as far as different charts, you just saw the book map chart. Let's switch. I have a pretty big chart book, so it takes a sec sometimes, especially my ES one. So here's my NQ chart book. So, my TPO chart, my weekly, my daily, 3-year profile. 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and then these are all charts that I use levels to overlay for a different chart. Like for example, here's the previous day, or actually here's the overnight high. Well, I link these to a new study so the overnight high shows up. You can do that with an MA on a daily chart, have it show up as a line on a small time frame chart. You can do a lot of things like that, for example. So then I have my TPO chart right here on my execution screen. I have so if we went over the book map, we went over the market profile. I need to find you guys a footprint. Footprint, okay. So here's a regular footprint. There are lots of different kinds of footprints. Here's a regular one where it just shows order imbalances at highlights, shows the point and control of the bar, and you can look for zeros for completes. I love this footprint a lot. I have it set to show ask times bid volume, so you also can look for those anomalies. I like this footprint a lot. And then let me see which footprint. Oh no, that's not the footprint we want. We want the Delta footprint. I'm not a pro with Delta yet, but I love this footprint. It's separated by bid ask diagonal volume. This also has Delta, and this is volume. And then this is a handy tool. I used to use it a lot and have a lot more on it. But, where'd it go? Oh, yeah, right here. So I used to pay, it's $10 a month for stock data, so I'd had it show for stocks too. But, I would just do it for futures right now. But, so it'd show each different stock ticker or sector or commodity like this. So I really liked this chart. And then really another key thing is just the volume profile. I like to draw volume by profile so you can draw it over a period of time. Like for example, I am able to draw it over this range. So this is all the volume from this balance. This is all the volume from this balance. So you can draw composites out. NPOC, so definitely another good tool there is the volume profile. Oh, here's another cool one. Fox Delta candles, Delta colored bars. So this is regular because that's my candle colors. So regular, high delta, regular, high by delta, lower by delta, lower, delta flip, delta flip, delta flip, delta flip, delta flip, delta flip. So I like that study a lot. A lot of cool studies, which, you know, people can get to in indicators, but I look at them as tools and I don't go too overboard with it. So on my right monitor, I just keep up a line chart for the commodity I'm trading, and then I keep up the other one, whether it be ES or NQ. Let me get this delta bar off. No. Do another example of chart replay for you guys. It's on 5x. So Now I'm going to go over pros and cons and just how I feel after 2 years using it. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of indicators or tools. Unlimited time frames. That bookmap chart was a 3-second line on close chart. You can set it to any time frame you want, literally days, minutes, seconds. You have all these different kinds of charts. These are all the different kinds of footprint styles you can have it show on. You can have it show... You can have it show the bars based on the ask volume bid volume difference, the volume, number of trades, dominant side. There's so many different kinds. You can have it color the bars based on ask bid volume percentage, ratio difference, diagonal. There's so many different kinds of footprints you can have it calculated. So it might seem confusing that there's so many different ways, but that just I look at it as more options to get it how you want it. And as far as settings windows, you know, each chart has its own settings window. Like there's global settings with all these tabs. There's graphic settings, general trade settings. There's so many. And these are just global settings, chart trade settings, and then you have your regular chart settings. So there's a lot, but it allows you to have it do so much more. Like Thinkorswim, you know, that platform broker, you get it down in a year and then you know everything. This year 2, you can still be learning stuff, which is really cool, I think. So there's unlimited time frames. It's the best for drawing, in my opinion. Here's my drawing menu. You can manage your drawings really easy. It's a chartist dream, in my opinion. It really is. I just deleted my drawings here to make them fresh. It looks like just delete them over here too. But yeah, this is hands down the best platform for drawing. It's fun. It's smooth. There's so many different tools. So many different tools. Can measure, ask my delta, time, points. So many different tools. It's beautiful. Smoothest experience. You can set chart interval. There's a global setting, so the milliseconds that each chart updates. So I have it set at 80 because any less than it is too much. So all my execution charts at 80. The rest are at 1,000. So that means all my other charts update at 1 second. Each second it updates, and on these it updates every 100 milliseconds. So if you think this is, well, I know this is 5x speed, but say this is real and it's really volatile. If you think this is too much price updating and too whippy, you could lower it and it would not update as much. Which Thinkorswim probably updates like 250 milliseconds, so that's 4 times a second. When the highest I'd like it to be is 100, 10 times a second you see price update. But that's really just controls the flow and the feel of the flow coming in, so it's not the end of the world, you know, if you can't adjust it. But it's extremely reliable, as in I've never had it go down, quote unquote, like I see people say online. The server's never ever gone down on me in 2.5 years. I've only had it crash, like a true crash, I think 3 times, meaning like Windows is not responding. And out of all programs, because my music production DAWs used to freeze all the time. This is the first one I've ever seen where once it says Windows is not responding, if you hit wait, it comes back eventually. So I've had this truly crash maybe once or twice, and that's obviously because I had millions of charts up, high demanding ones, and when you go on studies you can see how many milliseconds the study draws, and a lot of them I have will take, like these volume by prices will take high ones like 496 and stuff, so that's what would cause it down the road. But this thing is a CPU beast. It barely uses any processing power, unlike Thinkorswim. I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, it's extremely reliable. I've never had it go down. I've only had it freeze for maybe a couple seconds during extreme volatility if I have too big of a chart book or too much stuff on there, which should never be a problem. And you can have your SierraChart run a lot faster if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, because most charting platforms only use your CPU's RAM, like Thinkorswim and the rest of them. So you have your next generation RAM inside your graphics card doing nothing. So if you have if you have SierraChart and you don't have an AMD, you have a NVIDIA GPU, you can turn OpenGL on. It does not come on because it does not work with AMD graphics cards, but this allows SierraChart to use your graphics card to its fullest to process things. And not that you need it because it's slow, it will be a beast without it, but if you turn it on, you'll never notice a problem ever. But another thing that helps SierraChart run fast is all this data coming in when I change the chart to a 30-minute, all the previous historical data is already downloaded to my computer. It's not just downloading it each time. So that allows it to act a lot faster. So the only data that's being downloaded in market hours is what's coming in, and that allows it to be very fast. The fills are extremely fast. You link your broker directly to it, whether it's Apex or your own. When I was self-funded with one of their brokers, Stage 5 Advantage to link, my ES minis were $2 round trip, so great prices. My fills were insane, way better than Thinkorswim ever was. Once again, I wouldn't leave Thinkorswim just for better fills, but it's another con. It's the best demo platform I've ever had. It's the most realistic. Thinkorswim's demo platform goes from updating 4 times a second to maybe every few seconds. It's noticeable if you pay attention. Most demos don't offer, and simulators don't honor the queue, to where if you watch my DOM video, I explain how the depth of market book works, and if I put a bid here and there's 100 people on the bid, so I'm now 101, and 100 lots trade here, so there's not enough for me to get filled, it will still fill me the second one lot is traded here, which is not realistic one bit. So it keeps a queue marker up to show me what position I am in the queue to get filled. There's no difference between how it functions to the live version, so that's a huge con that I pay for and would pay for. So I was talking right here, I can run most charts, better, really efficient, how it downloads historical data. You can set in symbol settings, you can go to the symbol and set a max amount of contracts per trade, a max amount of contracts per ticker, so you don't accidentally fat finger. I have it blocked so I can't purchase any more than 5 contracts. You can set a daily loss limit, so it locks you out after so much. You can set a lot of rules inside of it. It's cool. It's the most realistic chart replay. I think I already went over that a little bit. The data's, I don't think it ever goes down because it's coming directly from the CME exchange. You have to pay, I believe, $30 give or take a month for the platform, and then about $10 give or take a month for CME futures data. And then you can pay, you can get $10 for the stock data, $10 for ETFs, things like that. You can check their website. But I've always said this, I would much rather pay $10 a month or just pay a couple bucks a month for good data compared to whatever data TD Ameritrade gives you for free, you know. And so they say you're selling your orders back. Like, these guys aren't selling our orders to market makers, and I'll pay for that. So it's extremely customizable. If you haven't noticed, I just switched to the blue theme. You can change anything and everything about it. So the sky's the limit. Once again, that can be a double-edged sword because you'll end up spending hours making it right. So if you do get SierraChart, I just recommend getting it to how you like it and trading it. Don't spend too much time going down the rabbit hole of, at least at once, of learning how to work this, finding its full potential, because you'll spend years exploring SierraChart. So don't let it take over your trading. And that's why, you know, I feel like someone's got to be ready to move to SierraChart. They have an awesome support team. They're almost there around the clock. They give you detailed responses with issues and recommendations. They really work with you. I've even seen them sometimes implement suggestions rather quickly too. There's a hotkey for everything, literally everything. These are all the different things you can set hotkeys for. So I have almost every single key press key on my keyboard a hotkey for this program. So, and you get your broker and platform in one. I've mentioned that. So, and I guess some cons of it would be it's not plug and play. You know, if you're just looking for footprint that's plug and play, there are other platforms out there. This is something that, you know, takes some time to learn. On my week demo or trial, on day 4, I still hated the feel of the software. So it takes, there's definitely a learning curve for it. There are lots and lots of settings. Like I said, there's a settings window for a chart, and then there's all your different global settings, and there's some trade settings. So you do have to have all that squared away eventually. Does not take much time. That's another thing I can help you out with if you DM me. It's somewhat pricey, but worth it. Let me pull you up the pricing. Who's doing sim trading? You guys got to see me go negative on drills. That's why they're drills, though. So yeah, other services. So $11.50 a month for data. So I pay it 6 months at a time because it's cheaper, but it's about $30 a month for service package 11, which comes with the DOM data, TPO, and all that, and then you got to pay the exchange for data. So it's about $41.50 a month. Yeah, see right there, $36.80 a month, 20% discount for 6 months at a time. So it's not bad at all for what you get. I'd much rather pay to have quality. But yeah, I tried to keep this short. Hope you guys like it. Once again, if you made it this far, you know, I'm gonna have my link below, the 7-day trial SierraChart link, and if you do sign up with it, shoot me a message on Discord, and I can definitely help walk you through SierraChart. I just love SierraChart, so I love talking about it. You know, maybe you can end up showing me things about it. Just like TraderSync, I've used this product for over 2.5 years now, and I don't plan on moving. This is such a powerful program. I never thought I would find something stronger and that I liked better than Thinkorswim. I still use Thinkorswim, but I really I could not trade without SierraChart. At least I would not be happy. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, message me on Discord, just ask in the comments, or just, you know, ask a question in the comments. So appreciate it, and have a great weekend, everyone.